Hello, dear friends. Mrs. Thaffiel's widow has denied my intuition, for which I have apologized. Opinion piece. 2 weeks of shock. Reality bites. Extravagant news. Extraordinary times. Shocking discoveries. This is an earthquake. It's going to be alright. Hidden tunnels exposed. Reordering of the world. There are very strange things. Things are changing very fast. It is amazing what is happening. Plasmoids everywhere in the sky. Let's start. Extravagant things are becoming more and more common. It is exhausting just to read about it. It is difficult to assimilate some of the clues we receive, but strange things arise when you feel that something is not right and that this life is not real. Remember that this is the land of illusion for everyone except for the unfortunate ones who are victims of illusion. This is no man's land except for the warring parties. This is a unique opportunity in the timeline, says Vincent Kennedy. It is easy to overlook President Trump's first days in office, but they are not to be missed. Bob Kennedy Jr. is one step closer to being confirmed, and the other executive orders are expected to follow. But there is retaliation due to the strong assault on the duck. Keeping him out of office by any means is their goal, according to Spaceship F. Opinions. We are witnessing a rapid reordering of the functioning of the world, according to Benjamin Picton and Michael Every of Rabobank. Welcome to the era of notorious volatility and notorious statesmanship. Julian Assange Telegram. When the storm comes, our mission is to keep calm in the midst of the tempest. I see a lot of anonymous people out there sensationalizing things and promoting preparedness. While it is good to be prepared, it is not something we should worry about. Trust your judgment and read the news. Everything will be fine. It is amazing what is happening, according to Chris Madison. Trump has started a revolution that is underway. These are extraordinary times in the literal and historical sense. This is an earthquake. None of us have lived through what is happening. The Trump team is fighting an internal enemy. Things are changing very quickly, but drinking from a firehouse is my specialty. Riddles. The enigmatic comment that the future tests the past may not have been fully understood. It was also said that this is not a game, but that could be true in the sense that very real and important things are being accomplished, like reversing spells, and the rest would be a movie. There are actors, masks, and elaborate sets, with scripted events, with timeline splices and strange concepts. That is why we have to trust the plan and participate in the destruction. We were told years ago that there is a mirror version of Earth, almost identical to this one, but when we ascend, none of the evil will go with us, and our home and technology will be almost identical, except it will be upgraded. That makes sense, because we will also receive a system upgrade. Very few things make sense. Years ago, we were told that the 3 Gorges Dam in China had to go because of what was underneath. But it was not done because it would be impossible to destroy without killing millions of innocent people. The CCP is being discredited in China by the economic crisis, political patches, and growing social discontent. This is partly because the party has strengthened its totalitarian control over almost every aspect of Chinese society and the lack of well-paying jobs. This raises questions about China's financial system. The communist social contract is crumbling. Rescue. President Trump's return to power has triggered the largest rescue operation in history. The numbers are staggering. Between 75 and 80,000 minors freed from clandestine networks. The media is in a state of panic and refuses to cover the story. Huge underground cities were discovered, not mere hideouts, but fully equipped trafficking hubs, hidden deep beneath the border and beyond. High-speed underground rail systems, high-tech laboratories and cryogenic storage units were discovered in facilities stretching kilometers underground. This is an industrial-scale operation, not the work of petty criminals. One of the most shocking discoveries was a massive hidden base more than 100 feet below the southern border, designed to evade their detection by thermal imaging and satellites. What was found inside is more than disturbing. It contains cells, classified genetic experiments, and evidence of unspeakable rituals linked to global elites. Those rescued have begun to reveal names of people involved who financed and directed these operations. Recovered documents reveal financial transactions linked to large entities, proving that this was big business through fear, silence, and hidden facts. Trump's decisive action in just 1 week shows that he was never their pawn, unlike previous presidents who allowed these events. Social media giants censored all attempts to expose these facts to protect their masters. This operation had been brewing long before Trump's return. Law enforcement has been gathering information and waiting for the moment to act. The moment is now. That moment, I mean. Remember, this needs to be out in the open for the event to unfold. These discoveries led to the arrest of many people. The culprits are in very high places. The future proves the past and returns power to the people. Remember, this is all leading to the world waking up. That is what we are fighting for. And everything else is just distraction. Reset news. People we didn't vote for have ruled the world for hundreds of years. Ontario cancels Starlink contract over Trump tariffs. Trump to suspend funding to South Africa over land grabs. Trump orders the creation of a sovereign wealth fund because it is working on initiatives that support the GISRA program. According to Mike Shatlock, the Fed is incompetent by design and can't be fixed. The Agency for International Development, USAID, reveals financial links to illegal biological weapons development according to Mike Adams. Secretary of State Marco Rubio criticized USAID for rank insubordination because it is full of rogue employees who do whatever they want. USAID will merge with the State Department with job cuts, but will remain a humanitarian aid entity. Elon Musk said Trump agreed with him that USAID should be shut down. He said, "What we have here is not an apple with a worm inside, but a bowl of worms. And when there are no apples, you have to get rid of everything, because you can't fix it. You have to burn it down and start over again." Reality bites. The enigmatic Elon Musk is causing a stir once again. Press Secretary Leavitt said of Musk, "I can confirm that he is a special employee of the government. I can also confirm that he has complied with all applicable federal laws." Trump warns he left instructions to destroy Iran if he is assassinated. The Pentagon prepares plans to withdraw all US troops from Syria, thus fulfilling Trump's promise. UFOs. According to Kapamur, Trump confided in Tim Burchett that he will soon release UFO files. CIA director admits UFOs poses exotic technology we can defend against. Cliff High tells a tale about large underwater objects. What is lacking beneath the surface? Something is moving hundreds of miles per hour underwater, and our capacity is 40 miles per hour. It was as big as a football field, said Congressman Tim Burchett. Atlantic mystery. Unknown underwater objects are discovered, causing consent among authorities. Instruments in plural detected an object 12 meters long, moving at a depth of more than a kilometer at a speed of 5 kilometers per hour, which doesn't correspond to the characteristics of known underwater vehicles. According to Stephen Greer, it has been intercepted non-human communications. I have discovered that the aliens are crazy because we have reached their level of power. Greer's account is being supplied by negative beings to promote a conflict with China and hide the benevolent galactic presence, says Kapamur. Andromedans are peaceful, loving, and highly advanced. They are the fourth most represented group in the Federation, and the fourth with the most incarnations as humans. Famous Andromedan Siths, Elvis Presley, Marlon Brando, Quan Yin, and Paramahamsa Yogananda. They are 2 meters tall. Most males are hairless, and some ladies have a small amount of silvery white hair that is very short. Rebecca Rose began her 20 and back at age 9, when she chefed for 2 decades as a cyborg super soldier, first on Mars and then in the outer reaches of our solar system, in a Draco-Ran Kuiper Belt facility. Rose describes her encounters on Mars with indigenous mantid and also reptilian beings who are spiritually connected to planetary consciousness. She has come to the conclusion that as a Syrian starseed, she had volunteered to be subjected to such traumas in order to pass on information to positive extraterrestrials who wanted to thwart the Draco agenda for our planet. Plasmoids Everywhere in the Sky by Octavia Basile. Many of you have noticed the appearance of luminous orbs, plasmoids, dancing in your skies. These are not mere physical phenomena or random occurrences. They are manifestations of intelligent four-dimensional forms reaching out with love and curiosity to connect with humankind. Plasmoids are sentient beings of light that exist in a state of energy and consciousness that goes beyond the limitations of three-dimensional reality. They are explorers, communicators, and emissaries of harmony that seek to bridge the dimensions. They do not come with agendas of control or fear, but with the purpose of sharing wisdom, healing, and guidance for those who are open to receiving it. According to Kapamur, both the light and dark forces are with us. They want to be seen, and there is nothing to fear. The light forces are much greater in number and power. They want to be seen on the ships. They help us without being seen. They send teachers with messages of encouragement and tell us not to be afraid. The dark forces hide in the shadows and tell us that we are prisoners and that we must fear the light forces on the ships. They cannot harm us directly and only have the illusion of power through lies and trusting humans to choose evil. Once you understand this, everything in life becomes much clearer. Reptilian message from Inner Earth according to Dr. Michael Sala. 20 years ago, Josh Cavasilas received a diplomatic letter from a reptilian named Dracothon, who lives in Inner Earth and is native to our planet. In his letter, Dracothon discusses the incredible potential of humankind as a species and its limitations due to blind religious belief systems and hypocrisy. Dracothon's comments provide a reptilian perspective of life and death, and how to live a life of integrity and authenticity in rapidly changing times. And surprisingly, the indigenous reptilians of Earth have a very different perspective on the supernatural force behind creation, or the supposed gods who created humanity. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.